Good morning, it's Wednesday, March 4th, and this is Connecticut Today, CT Insider's daily audio briefing. Catch up on Connecticut. All news, no noise, in under 5 minutes. We're starting off with a quick look at the weather. After a day of winter weather on Tuesday, milder temperatures are expected today, with highs reaching the upper 40s and lower 50s. We'll have the full weather update at the end of the briefing. In today's headlines, school superintendents across Connecticut faced early morning decisions on Tuesday about whether to close schools due to snow and icy conditions. Cheshire Superintendent Jeffrey Solon said he was reviewing forecasts as early as 4:20 a.m. before joining a conference call with other area superintendents and a meteorologist. Solon said closing schools was necessary because the timing of the storm would have put students and staff on the roads during the peak period for icing. Westport Superintendent Thomas Scaris and other leaders in towns like Meriden, Vernon, Darien, and Stratford also decided to close schools, citing concerns about worsening conditions during dismissal times. Governor Ned Lamont has vetoed $3.9 million in budget earmarks that were approved by Democratic legislators last week. According to the governor's office, Lamont used his line-item veto to remove these appropriations from an emergency-certified bill, citing the need for increased oversight and transparency of legislatively directed funds. The vetoed items include a $750,000 grant for a teacher residency program in Hartford, $2.5 million for an outdoor recreation program, and several smaller grants to nonprofits and technology companies. Democratic leaders called the vetoes, quote, deeply disappointing, while Senate Minority Leader Stephen Harding said Democrats could not explain the purposes for the spending. The governor's office said some appropriations, such as funding for unemployment compensation and adult education, were allowed to stand. Connecticut Comptroller Sean Scanlon expressed concern that the ongoing conflict with Iran could have a cascading effect on both the state and national economies. In his March economic report, Scanlon said the conflict adds uncertainty to an already fragile economy, especially following a recent Supreme Court ruling on tariffs. Michelle Parlos, an economist in Scanlon's office, said Connecticut households have paid about $600 more for goods due to tariffs, and that amount could double depending on future policy changes. Fuel and energy costs are also expected to rise, with experts predicting gasoline prices could increase by up to 30 cents per gallon and diesel by as much as 50 cents per gallon in the coming weeks. Shipping costs are also likely to go up as container ships avoid routes near the conflict. A new bill in the state legislature could allow cannabis retailers in Connecticut to open on-site consumption lounges. Supporters say the move could help the state's cannabis market compete with neighboring states, but opponents, including some cannabis retailers, have raised concerns about driving safety and liability. The proposed legislation also includes provisions for THC-infused beverages in bars and restaurants, changes to potency caps, and new regulatory measures. A public hearing on the bill is scheduled for Wednesday, and lawmakers say the measure could change based on feedback. Lawmakers are considering a bill that would require Connecticut driving schools to install GPS and either audio or video monitoring systems in all lesson vehicles. The bill would also let students choose the gender of their instructor and require schools to notify students if only one gender is available. Supporters say the changes would help prevent misconduct and make students more comfortable, while opponents, including driving school operators and AAA, say the requirements could be difficult for smaller schools to meet. The bill also proposes allowing 16 and 17-year-old drivers to transport siblings sooner after getting their license, but the Department of Motor Vehicles has raised safety concerns about that change. And now for the full weather forecast. Connecticut will see mostly sunny skies today, with temperatures climbing into the upper 40s and lower 50s, about 5 to 10 degrees above normal for this time of year. Rain is expected to return on Thursday, with a chance of freezing rain in northern areas during the morning, and a warmer pattern is likely to continue into the weekend and next week. Thanks for listening. For more local news, visit ctinsider.com. This digest was partially generated by AI and then reviewed and edited by our newsroom staff.